Let's turn our attention now once again to Gaza and the conflict with Israel, where the casualty count, quite frankly, is continuing to rise. We've just seen the United Nations voting, and for once, the United States did not block it. The United Nations Security Council voting for a humanitarian pause. And the humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza is in particular playing itself out in some of the hospitals. Gaza's main hospital, for example, al-Shifa, has very clearly been under a lot of spotlight. It's also under siege. Israeli troops have conducted raids on the medical facility, claiming that the Palestinian armed group Hamas was using it as a command center. Amid criticism, the Israeli army said the raid had helped find evidence to back up its claim. So what have the Israeli forces found? Well, at least one IDF video did lead to a lot of derision on social media, with many people commenting that, for example, the finding of baby bottles in a children's hospital or a calendar that has the dates of the week on it don't necessarily prove anything. So that didn't exactly go down very well. But the Israeli military has also released other visuals from inside undisclosed buildings, saying that these are located within the al-Shifa medical complex. And the video, for example, showcasing 3 duffel bags found in an MRI lab, each containing an assault rifle, grenades, Hamas uniforms and jackets. Alongside these, the IDF showed assault rifles without ammunition clips as well as a laptop. But despite these claims, questions continue to arise about the evidence being presented. Mustafa Barghouti, for example, the General Secretary of the Palestinian National Initiative, expressed skepticism, saying that the Israeli army could have planted the shown items. He questioned the authenticity of the video tour. Remember, the Israeli army is yet to provide evidence of alleged Hamas-run tunnels or an actual military command center underneath the hospital. In the lead-up to the raid on this hospital, Israel had insisted that the Hamas-operated terror infrastructure or hospitals did run beneath the al-Shifa hospital. Even the American President, Joe Biden, supported these claims, accusing Hamas of war crimes. The Palestinian militant group has denied and dismissed the Israeli military statements. They've countered those claims, accusing the Israeli forces of lying and saying that the Israelis are planting weapons, clothes and tools in the hospital. Hamas has also called for an independent international committee to verify the claims, offer that Israel has consistently rejected. Meanwhile, this is the condition of the patients in the hospital. Dozens of babies are among the patients that remained in the hospital. They were transferred to a different ward after the incubator stopped working due to a lack of electricity. The Israeli army has remained on the grounds after nightfall. They had tanks outside and also snipers on nearby buildings. They searched the basement and other buildings and hunted for tunnels. As of now, Israel's military continues its assault on al-Shifa, with troops continuing to surround the hospital. But it's not just al-Shifa. The Indonesian hospital in Gaza has also shut down. By Thursday, the hospital had completely stopped operating. Earlier, the hospital was crammed with injured people on the floor, with those needing urgent surgery being left unattended. Reports say that the medical staff even operated on a patient under torchlight due to a power outage. The medical facility was left with no resources, no doctors, and frankly no capacity to treat the injured who are coming in. All hospitals in northern Gaza are effectively shut down. Water, food and electricity are increasingly scarce. The United Nations is also struggling with fuel shortages of its own to deliver aid and keep hospitals operating. Most of Gaza's population of 2.3 million is by now crowded into southern Gaza. And if Israel's assault moves into the south, it's not clear where they will go, because Egypt is refusing to allow a mass transfer onto its soil. So, in a nutshell, that humanitarian crisis that we are seeing in Gaza is continuing, and it's not clear what is going to happen in the next week to make it any better.